I see meritocracy and do-ocracy as very, very much related, very difficult to separate. I think the concept that the people who are doing the work are the ones who have a say in what happens is the only way to work when you're an essentially all-volunteer group producing things on the scale that we're producing. I think it's very, very difficult and almost always pointless to tell a volunteer, you must do such and such. You can always ask and you can suggest, and if somebody says, I'd like to contribute, how can I help? There's certainly, it's great to have a list of, you know, pain points or things that you'd like to see fixed, but it's not sustainable in the long run to tell people what to do. It's not sustainable to have, say, the project management committee come up with a design and tell the committers, you know, this is what we're going to do, now go off and implement it. I think it has to be the people who are doing the work who decide which work that gets done. There's no other way with volunteers. And the merit then, I see the merit as very much coming out of that if you're doing whatever it is that you choose to do, and if you're doing it in a consistent manner and you're doing it in sort of a reliable manner, that, you know, your contributions are positive, you're not having somebody constantly have to patch your patches, then I think merit simply comes out of that you know, you have that merit, you are a good contributor, and it's by doing that others can recognize that merit. Mm-hmm. And I think we still, the meritocracy is in many ways sort of step functions, that in the very beginning there's sort of a base level of, well, we assume you're not going to be a poisonous apple, but we don't assume any positive merit. And then as you do things and do work with the community, then perhaps you get commit access, and that's the next level of merit. And it's, okay, so you're a reliable contributor, we like your patches, we're happy to have them. And then after some time and merit gained on that level, it's onto the project management committee, and it's not only do we think that you have merit as a contributor, but also we think that your merit is sufficient that you should have a say in the guidance of this project. And on a related but not quite the same path, then there's also merit across the foundation, which leads to membership, or at least a vote on membership. And there's really very little, certainly formalized or even consistent about merit within those levels, relative merit. There is, for some individuals are always going to be exceptional, and so we always have people with whom you'd be unwise to argue. And that's not because they're necessarily, you know, it's not because they've been around longer or they're sort of the benevolent dictator model. It's simply because experience has shown that they're almost always right. And that if they say the sky is blue, then you'd want to be pretty sure. And if the sky turns out it's grey, you know, that happens, and genuinely these people are pretty good at saying, okay, yeah, my bad. But you'd want to be pretty sure before you start that argument.